Hi everybody, welcome to Bad Barry's Bar. Well, I'm Bad Barry and this is my bar. You're most welcome. Glad to see you all watching in today, waiting for the latest story. Well, today I've got a couple of stories about dentists. I know they're a pain in the neck or a pain in the jaw, as the case may be. This is the story of this guy had toothache, and he was moaning about his jaw. It ached. He had, aspirin and that for it. Didn't help it. So in the end, reluctantly, he went to the dentist. He said, "Dentist, I've got a terrible toothache here. What can you do for me?" So the dentist had a look and he said, "My goodness," he said, "that's really bad, that tooth. It's got to come out." And the guy said, "Can't you just fill it?" Dentist said, "No, it's real bad, really bad." He said, "But don't worry about it. I can take it out. You won't feel it at all." He said, "I'll just give you an injection, painless." And the guy said, "Can't take injections." He said, "When I was in the military, if I had an injection, boy, I would just pass out." He said, "It really affects me badly." So the dentist said, "Well, don't worry about it. I'll give you a gas. I'll give you full anaesthetic. You won't feel a thing." Guy said, "No," he said, "I've had gas before. It lies on my stomach for 2 days. I can't eat. I feel sick. It's really awful." So the dentist said, "Just a minute." So the dentist went out, you see, and he came back a little bit later on, and he had a glass of water in one hand and a tablet. He said, "Now take this." And the guy said, "What is it?" And the dentist said, "It's a Viagra tablet." And the guy said, "Will that take the pain away?" The dentist said, "No, but it'll give you something to hold on to while I take your tooth out." Okay, well, talking about dentists, there's a little old lady went to the dentist. The dental surgeon was there and he was preparing her for some dental work, you see, and he thought, well, and just to sort of take her mind off the dentistry, he thought he'd just tell her a couple of things that might make her smile. And he said, "I was thinking the other day," he said, "I wear these rubber gloves," he said, "and I was wondering how rubber gloves were made." And he said, "I found out that they're made in Mexico. And down in Mexico, they have a whole lot of guys there, and they have their big buckets of latex, the liquid rubber, and these guys dip their hands in the latex, pull them out, then they walk around the room with their hands in the air until the latex dries, then they peel it off. Those are your rubber gloves." The old lady didn't do anything at all. She was just quiet. So the dentist started working. He said, "Of course, down there they do other things." He said, "They make condoms as well. The rubber factory, they do other things." All of a sudden, this little old lady started smiling. And the dentist said, "Oh," he said, "what are you smiling about?" He said, "I was just thinking of all those guys making condoms, walking around." Of course, some people, when they're going to have surgery or they're going to go to the dentist, they like to have a little drink first of all, calm the old nerves down. Well, there's nothing like a good old drink. And I've got to say, when I start thinking about drink, what comes to mind is the big difference between American drinking and British drinking. We both have some very different likes and dislikes. Now, in America, you have your famous martini. And of course, the martini seems to me to be just 99% gin with just a touch of vermouth in it. In England, a shot of gin with a whole load of vermouth with it, Italian or the sweet vermouth. But beer is entirely different. So Americans have your normal 16-ounce glass, but in England we have the real pint of beer. This is a good old English pint, 32-ounce pint. And there's nothing like a good old beer when you've been talking to, let me find one down here. So we'll open up a drink tonight and we'll fill up one of the jugs and give you an idea what this is all about. Nothing like a good beer. And I hope I've got somebody to share this with, otherwise I should be up all night visiting the you-know-what. Now that's a good old English pint. So when you go into a bar in England, you say, "I want a pint of bitter," that's what you get. You don't get these weenie glasses, you get a real beer. So folks, good health. That's good. I almost feel like telling 10 more stories, but I'm going to have to leave those for another day. I hope you enjoyed the ones tonight. So I hope you're going to subscribe, press the old subscribe button. For those that are new to it, it doesn't cost you anything. It just means you have me sent to you each day and you suffer my jokes every day. So press the button and say you like it. Thanks very much and see you again soon. Bye.